Yo, what up, street gods? Air Cam. Alright, quick turbo thought. Perhaps it is actually a wise idea to be irrationally prideful in your city, even if it might be quote-unquote inferior to other places. So, truth be told, oh, yoba! Kobugi! So, I mean, honestly, if people's honest, there is certainly a hierarchy of places and cities. So for example, you know, I would personally prefer to be in New York City or Seoul, South Korea, or Hadong, South Korea, compared to other places in the States. But alas, I don't always have that Oh, 그건 뭐야? Okay, 여기서 잠깐 hang out. Oh, I've never seen something like that before. That's weird. Okay, so in fact there is a hierarchy to things and places, and the funny thing is, like, everyone wants to be discovered, right? So just drive to LA, you know, fly to LA, move to LA, live in downtown LA, you know, work your butt off and try to be discovered, become an extra, whatever. But no one ever thinks like, how can I... Oh, gotcha. No. No one ever thinks, how can I take my inferior city and area and make some good out of it. So, you know, for example, even being here in, you know, Orange County, Southern California, it's kind of a I kind of see it like a suburban hellhole, but maybe a hellhole is a good thing. It's just like, you just kind of, you got to be more clever and interested to milk the best out of it, rather than wishing something that it was not. And I think it's a very optimistic thought, because you know, as long as you got a Wi-Fi connection or internet connection, you could, in theory, create media anywhere you are. And this is why I'm so optimistic about, you know, GoPro, you know, even an iPhone SE, iPad, whatever you have. As long as you have like a phone or a tablet or a laptop with a camera, like any sort of camera that can make photos and make videos, is essentially good. Don't worry about quality, you know, all this nonsense is not important. So beep, walk. So I think the reason why this is such a optimistic thought is that yeah, button. Okay. The reason why I think it's such an optimistic thought is that it looks like beep, beep. So I think the reason why this is such an optimistic thought is that people's always trying to find the optimal place to be. And, you know, certainly if you want to create like a $1 billion tech startup, might be a good idea to be in Silicon Valley or the Bay Area. Up high five. Yeah. Rather than being in you know, Minnesota or something. But, you know, once again, it's you know, I forget the philosopher was like, you know, okay, so back in the day, right, Athens was the place to be. Athens, Greece was like, imagine the New York City of olden times. Never want to be in Athens. But there's this one famous philosopher who actually never made his way to Athens, and, you know, he's like, rather than going to Athens, I'm gonna turn my own less interesting city into an Athens. So yeah, I kind of like the idea, because hey, beep beep, I kind of like the idea is that, like, maybe instead of trying to go to a place where you could maximize your influence, it could be actually more fun to it's funny because, like, I'm just like vlogging my GoPro, and then all these random people are like, yo, are you a vlogger? Are you a vlogger? It seems like in today's world, at least with kids and stuff like that and young people's, to be a cool vlogger is kind of seen as the cool sexy thing. Even if you go on bhphoto.com, bhphotovideo.com, B&H, it's always interesting to see the new cameras that get released, because it's all towards the trend of like compact vlogging cameras. So it's a sign that vlogging is definitely a strong trend. And the thing is, the thing is, like, you don't actually like, it's so funny, people are like, not interesting, whatever. It doesn't matter, like, there's room for everybody. I mean, you think about YouTubies, right? There's like a quadrillion bajillion videos on it, right? And the point ain't to become famous nor to get a bunch of views or to get a bunch of monies. Honestly, it's much more efficient to just get a normal rando job. I think In-N-Out pays $20 an hour now, which is hilarious. You probably make more money just working at In-N-Out and then just doing your YouTube channel, vlogging, blogging, whatever on the side, than to try to make a living from doing media. And also, this is actually facts that I learned from my friends. Even if you get 100 million views on a video on YouTube and you put ads on it, right? You only might make like $7,000–8,000 USD, which is like not that much money, given as it's very difficult to get 100 million views, right? And what I think is actually more robust is to kind of just do it for funsies and kind of do it as more of a hobby than anything. And then it becomes better because you don't create boring, traditional, standardized forms of media, which, okay, so this is the problem, like, people is always trying to maximize the views, right? And then there tends to be a certain type of thing that people like to look, but then the problem is the longevity of these things are not very long. So it's like, you know, top 5 pizza places in New York City is like, all right, cool, boom, right? But ultimately these pizza places might go in and out of business, and like, you as a creative individual, like, it's kind of boring. It's just not that interesting. And then you gotta worry about, it's like, gotta edit it nice, make it look like the food channel. But I kind of like it that you could do like a more quote-unquote ratchet street vlog. I call it street vlog, right? It's just like, just get your GoPro, go to GoPro.com, get the cheapest GoPro that's newest, shoot ultra wide mode, 24 FPS, 1080p. Just go on a walk around the block, no matter how disoptimal it may be, and just start vlogging. See? Okay, gotcha. And yeah, just think about it this way. Maybe the better robust goal in life is to create a media empire of yourself. Even I think that was Publius Cyrus who said, rather than creating an empire, conquer yourself, or create an empire of yourself. So solo entrepreneurship is the future.